So, hello everyone. We'll get started just in a few minutes as the people are joining. So, please, while we are waiting, just a quick tech check. Can you hear me okay? If you can hear it, if you can hear me, if everything is fine, please put a plus in the chat. Oh, yeah, excellent. Excellent. Okay. And can you see the presentation slide on your screen? If everything looks good, please, again, one more plus. Thanks. So again, while we're waiting, let's get to know each other. So my name is Anastasia. And please tell me who you are, where you're from. Drop your city in the chat. Oh, Norbert. Great to meet you. Minneapolis, USA. Excellent. And yeah, nice to meet you, really. And how many of you are working on a startup idea right now? Give me a thumbs up or share a few words. What are you doing? What's your idea? So, do you have something on your mind? Upstate New York, Moji. Great to meet you. So, we have great ideas. Excellent. And for those who, Raman, Malaysia. Nice. So, and for those who don't have their ideas yet, don't worry. By the end of this webinar, you might just have your one next idea brewing, maybe. So, getting back to the slide, can you see a little irony in it? If you study it carefully. Because our task for today is to talk about the validation of your startup ideas and not to be so ironic as the picture. You see, as Jennifer at 33 years old, yeah, and it's 9 sharp. It's 9 sharp. So let's get started, I guess. Just to be really, really sharp with time. So let's get this show on the road. Welcome, everyone. We are so excited to have you all here today for our webinar From Idea to Market, How to Validate Your Startup and Avoid Costly Mistakes. So let's see what we are going to talk about today. That's our agenda for this evening. So we are going to talk about validation, as I mentioned, market research, the top mistake of many entrepreneurs, and value proposition. So each of these stages, topics, would be supported by practical approaches. Plus, as we promised, we have a special bonus at the end, a resource bundle packed with checklists, expert insights to help you take the next step. So stick around and comment actively in the chat because unfortunately I can't see your faces and it's really hard for me to talk to myself. So please be active and comment. Just type your questions all along the session. We'll get back to them after the webinar. Yes, at the Q&A. So don't worry. I'll try to answer just at the end, or we'll connect after the webinar, and you'll get all information you need. And before we get to the core of our session today, let's see who we are. So, as I mentioned, so my name is Anastasia, and I'm the instructional designer. So, I'm the person who is in charge of all the educational materials at our Atlantix world, Atlantix ecosystem. And just a quick brief about Atlantix. So we are the people who collect and turn cutting-edge scientific innovations into successful startups. And here are three key statements that summarizes what we do in simple words, in plain English. So we showcase cutting-edge scientific innovations from leading universities worldwide. We try to transform these innovations into viable business models and concepts, and we develop business plans and roadmaps for successful commercialization of them. And our mission is quite global and I guess very futuristic. Uh, so our mission is to empower people with the tools and support needed to bring innovative ideas to life, whether through our extensive catalog of innovations, tailored business plans, or our mentored guidance. And Atlantix Education is a key part of this mission, designed to guide you and help you save time, avoid setbacks, and speed up the commercialization of your startup ideas. So, believe me, you are in great hands this evening. So, if you ever had a startup idea but weren't sure if it would work, you're in the right place. Today, we'll show you how to turn that idea into a real business without wasting time or resources. Stick around because today's session is packed with actionable insights. Plus, don't forget about the special bonus at the end. So, let's get to business. Number one, and the most crucial one, the helicopter one, but nevertheless. Let's start with validating your idea. And you've probably heard that 90% of startups fail, unfortunately. And what is the biggest reason for that? So these startups, these founders, they unfortunately built something nobody actually wants. And too many of these businessmen, founders jump straight into product development, investing heavily in time, money, effort, only to realize that uh, there is no demand, yes, and nobody really wants this solution on the market. And let's look at one example. Let's take Quibi, a startup that raised 1.75 billion to create like short form streaming content, but failed spectacularly. You can just read up on that case further on. And in 6 months, unfortunately, so they assume that people actually didn't want quick bites of this content on their phones without like validating that assumption against real audience behavior. So we consider ideas in hard tech market when consider looking at these hard tech innovations like medtech, agrotech, or clean tech. So validation becomes even more critical. These industries have longer development cycles, higher R&D costs, and stricter regulations. It's essential to test your assumptions early to avoid costly pivots later. That's why market validation is your most crucial first step. Before you build, you need to test this idea, understand your audience, and refine your value proposition. So this is the helicopter view, all in all. So I hope you have already started, yes, with this validation. And now it's time to move to something practical, yes, to the market. research. Yes, so how to do it correctly, what you should be like looking on precisely, yes, while conducting it. And let's look here. Yes, a great idea alone, yes, isn't enough. You need to understand the playing field 100%. So what shall we do actually? Like step one is always analyzing industry trends. That's what we, by the way, talk about a lot on our pro course. Yes, so market research, it goes like step number one. We try to give the most current information, because you know that hard tech field that changes like in seconds each day, and that's really important to be up to date about market trends these days. So study industry reports and competitors' products and emerging technologies. For example, the agrotech industry is booming due to demand for sustainable food production, but scalability remains a challenge. So, for example, let's take Beyond Meat. So, they leveraged the plant-based protein trend by researching the market needs for sustainable alternatives. As a result, the company hit a market value over 13 billion after its IPO. Yeah, in agritech, pay attention to innovations in precision agriculture, drones, IoT sensors, and AI-based yield optimization. The market is projected to reach 20 billion this year. So, like, where to get this information? Of course, you can get this information from the most common, I guess, you know, this resource, which is World Economic Forum, and there you can find links to the specific fields and collect the information from this general source and go specifically into the industry that you are interested in. Step two is understanding the competition. You don't have to be first, yes, just better or more innovative these days. We need to identify gaps in the market. What's missing? What frustrates customers? Yes, so we know that we need to know to explore their pain points, right? Here's a quick and very like common example. Yes, like Slack. Yes, Slack wasn't the first team, yes, communication tool actually, but by identifying their frustration with clunky email trends, they captured 20 million daily active users. So that's a great win. In medtech, understanding the regulatory pathway, FDA's or CA approval, and identifying unmet clinical needs is the key to gaining a competitive edge. For example, if we talk about some specific things like cancer treatment, it's not only about cancer treatment, it's about specific things like treating certain parts of it, yes, and certain parts of the body, yeah, for example. And as the deeper you go, the more ideas and more validation would come out of this research. Step number three is gather real customer insights. So talk to potential customers. That's very important. Conduct surveys and analyze the pain points, as I mentioned above. So talking to customers is, I guess, the most critical and crucial point when you conduct demos or you talk to them eye to eye. Yes, because surveys can bring a little bit of frustration, and sometimes it could be a hodgepodge, yes, of different responses. So demos, yes, you'll invest more time in that, but you'll get more valid information out of them. So, and a little hot tip from clean tech. Speaking with early adopters, such as large energy companies, can help you uncover the true validity and scalability of your solution. Let's move forward. Yes. I won't bother you reading this slide because you'll get the presentation after the webinar. So here you can see, like briefly look through it. Here are effective market research methods for tech startups. You can look through it. You can pick some of the approaches that would meet your needs. And you can directly go to these approaches after the webinar. And imagine that you've conducted all these methods. Yes, you did everything. You validated your idea. So you think that you validated your idea, and everything is okay. What can potentially go wrong if we talk about this number one mistake that many of the entrepreneurs make? So what could it be? Let's try to guess. Uh, you can also tell us about your experience in the chat. What's the number one mistake? Like according to statistics. Anyone? Or at least think about it. Yes, imagine. So this mistake, of course, I won't hide it from you and say no. Okay, so you're not so active, so we'll skip this part. Yes. So think about this mistake. Would overconfident with the idea. Poor market research. Yes, poor market research. Okay. So guys, any other uh, areas where it could be too shaky? Incomplete. Very good. So you think, and I will take a sip of tea. Okay. So I won't torture you. So let's see what it is. Yeah. So most first time. Yes, existing competition in the market. Yes, this actually. Yeah, sometimes we don't look at our competitors because we think that we are like better. Yes, more innovative. Yes, in this with this idea. But actually, it's you believe in this in your idea. Everything is fine. But the first time entrepreneurs, they tend to think that this is a perfect match for the market and this for everyone, so like everyone would use the service or everyone would go and buy it, so if it happens, yes, so it's so we need to do something about it. So before we jump into just building an MVP and so on, yeah. So if you build for everyone, you build for no one. That's the statement. For example, there was a medtech startup targeting at all doctors. Like all doctors would use it, but it won't be effective as one thing focused on small private clinics, for example, struggling with outdated patient management tools. Yeah, so we need to segment these people. Yes, and by the way, just let's talk about Facebook. Yes, it started as a social platform just for Harvard students, right? Focusing on a niche allowed them to build a loyal base before scaling like globally, like super globally, I should say. Yeah. So we need to to choose this niche, yes, to find it. Yeah. And for example, in medtech, again, focus on a specialized vertical like telehealth. Yes, no, it's very popular. For example, for mental well-being or remote patient monitoring before expanding into broader healthcare markets. Yeah. So, how to dodge the bullet? Actually, Yes, what should we do? And what? Yes, Anastasia, yes, what should we do about it? So the answer is creating a detailed customer persona. I guess you have already heard about this thing, yes, this approach, yeah. And creating a customer persona helps dodging many bullets, by the way, in entrepreneurship, and building a product for um, everyone, but in a certain reasonable way, yes, in a certain niche. So let's talk about this persona in more detail. Yes, which things we should look. Well, we know that we need to create this gender, just age, yes, location, but what else? What else can we look at? Yes, so a solid persona identifies your like ideal customer and pain points, purchasing behavior, goals. And to define this, use methods like interviews, focus groups, customer surveys. So we have already talked about demos, yes, and social media analysis. By having this clear picture, you'll build a solution that solves a real problem, and that's what drives growth and customer loyalty. And I would like to take, a closer look at one of these approaches, which is called um, social media listening. It's like here, yes, in yellow. Uh, is so it is all about tracking, analyzing, and understanding conversation happening on social media platforms. So to gain insights into your audience needs, preferences, and pain points. So like let's break it down. Yes, it helps you to discover what your potential customers are talking about in real time, yes, and what they like, dislike, and expect from products or services like yours. It could reveal trends, frequently asked questions, by the way, especially on the forums, and common frustrations. It allows you to see how competitors are engaging with the same audience. So you can see some replies, yes, from the companies that target at the same niche, at the same market, and see how you can do it better and more innovative. Yeah. So we can use tools like Hotsuite, Brandwatch, Sprout Social, or even free options like Google Alerts or Reddit. Why not? To track mentions of relevant keywords, hashtags, competitors. So we can monitor comments, reviews, and discussions across like X, LinkedIn, some niche forums, and identify patterns, what kind of content resonate most, yes, what problems come up repeatedly, yeah, so we can create this list, yes, of frequently asked questions and have our answers already, yes, before we launch something on the market. Yes, and you'll gather qualitative insights like what language your audience uses to describe their challenges and what influences their buying decisions. So it's very important to talk same language as the people you are going to target on. Yes, it helps refine persona attributes such as identifying specific interests, preferred social channels, by the way, and emotional triggers. You can even segment personas by behavior, like tech savvy or users or cautious adopters, right? So, for example, again, I'm just talking about medtech all, all evening. Yes, a medtech startup could monitor conversations around telehealth. There's nothing common complaints about current platforms. So find these pain points with current services, and this would help to build a persona that addresses real observed frustrations. So and now, having this in mind, one more time about the steps. Yes, like we at Atlantix aim at like clear steps, like you do this, you put tick here, put tick here and here. Yes, we like checklists, like everything is done. Okay, so what we do, yes, just to summarize it, we conduct market research. We choose from the previous slide, yes, what type of market research is suitable. We collect data through demos, for example, analyze the behavior, yes, of our audience. We define goals and challenges of these people, and compile and create these personas. Yes, we work with this data and like create this clear profile, including a name, a photo, for example, a short background story to humanize your ideal customer. So by having this clear picture, you build a solution that solves a real problem, and that's what drives growth and customer loyalty. When you talk to them, when you see them, when you see their problems, when so like empathy, yes, this human touch in our AI world, yes, these days. So moving forward, yes, when you are ready with your personas, yes, you did everything. Yes, you monitored their behavior, collected frequently asked questions, you identified the real pains and frustrations. Let's talk about the value proposition. Yes, and it's the this little bridge, yes, that you now understand market and audience, and we need to communicate our value effectively, right? And here we have three questions. Yes, three questions to answer. So you can see on the slide, yes, what problems so are you solving? How does your solution solve it better than alternatives, potential competitors, right? And why should customers care? Yeah, so we always need to think about like why uh, uh, put ourselves in our customers' shoes. Like, why should I care? Will this thing? Why this thing triggers me? Yes, what triggers me to like look at this product or service and understand that, oh, this one is for me, so I would pick them. Yes, they have it like uniquely. Yes, so complete one off. So and here you can see the elements, yes, of a strong value proposition. Again, I would never like read the slides in this up to this scale. Yes, I will not scale this thing, but like very briefly. So what are the core principles of the value proposition? It should be memorable, right? It should be focused on benefits. What will I get? Yes, unique and differentiating. Yes, like what we offer, what is different from our competitors. Credible and credible, realistic. It should address your real problems, right? And tailor it to your target audience, as we talked previously, right? To this niche audience. So we should talk on the same language. And here is a formula for you. This is very, very brief and very concise, and I love it. The structure of it, yes, not these slides with many information, just a quick formula. Yes, give me something. And by the way, I hope that that would become this artifact, which you would carry with you from our little session, from our little webinar. So simple, yes. Your product helps who? Yes, who to solve what? Yes, and so you can do better. Yes, at something. Yes, and the key benefit at the very end. And you can see the example of Boston Dynamics. Yeah, so Boston Dynamics helps manufacturers, yeah, who overcome production inefficiencies by providing flexible, intelligent robotic systems that handle complex tasks with ease. Yes, so this is the Boston Dynamics value proposition. It's clear, concise, realistic. They work on it at least, yes. And by the way, Dropbox nailed it. 100%. I love their value proposition. So they did it perfectly. They have it like very short and brief and realistic. Your stuff anywhere, just full stop. So your stuff anywhere. So and they solved the universal problem of seamless file syncing, leading to over 700 million registered users. So just we need here to think about what we offer in the most concise and I would say punchy way. Yes. Now a quick challenge for you. Maybe not right now. Maybe after the webinar. Take a few minutes to draft a value proposition of your idea. Uh, it would be great if you can share it in the chat. Uh, and this exercise is really, really nice, and they would put you on this clear direction, yes, of what you offer. Because sometimes when you have these great ideas, you are not really, uh, you haven't thought about the this brief this brief description. Yes, brief punchy description, because in your mind it's like very general, super idea, and it's futuristic, or it's really niche. So try to do something about it. Yes, in a few minutes you have the formula. It would guide you. Yes, and like at home, yes. After the webinar, you can create, you can practice in creating your value proposition and see maybe the weak points. Yeah, so where it could be quite like it could be a discover. Yes, you can discover something that you haven't like put your finger on before. Okay, so let's go. Yes, let's go with this. And actually, this is a little roundup of our webinar. Let's summarize what we've discussed and how Atlantix, how our team can help you on your way. Yeah. So if you take away these three things, I would be super happy. Yes. So number one is to research your market and understand trends and competitors. That's where we can help. Yes, because we have the market reports. We have researched and worked through hard tech markets, and we touch it every day. So you can consult. You can go to our platform and explore it. Define your audience clearly. Yes, don't hesitate to contact yes your audience live. Yes, so conduct demos, talk to your potential audience. uh, don't try to sell to everyone. Yes, pick your niche and craft a strong value proposition which is realistic and speaks about pain points and your benefits. Yeah. Uh, so if you're serious about launching your startup, you don't have to do it alone. Yeah, as we are here for you, and with our course with Atlantix Startup Guide, you will skip the guesswork with a list of validated business ideas from our innovation database. You will follow a proven 10 steps framework to research, build, and pitch your startup. So I worked for that. Yes, I created this architecture, which would be the most comfortable and easy, yes, for you to follow. And of course, you'll get expert guidance to avoid costly mistakes. So today we just scratch the surface, as you see, but our full course is to take you all the way. Yeah. So step by step. Uh, so what is so the most valuable thing that I would like to mention? Yes, so what I worked on and what our team worked on is our learning environment. So here we tried to get you the most comfortable and intuitive learning management system to ensure your startup journey is smooth and engaging. So what you'll find there, yes, is again me. So my face would be there, so as a talking head. I tried to talk about all these, little moments, little details, which we usually, like overlook. But in the course, I try to put all these little niceties in a smooth system, yes, to help you save lots of time and do not repeat mistakes of many founders that like believe their intuition, yes, in something, yeah. Also, except from me, yes, my guidance, there would be long reads, interactive resources, practical checklists to keep you on track. So plus our frameworks and assessments and mentoring sessions, and exclusively in the pro course, help you apply what you learned, validate your ideas, and move forward with confidence. So each module, each step in the pro course, it ends with assessment, and it's not just like formal assessment that I've learned this and I went through the quiz. Yes, I know this, but each step it has a practical artifact at the end. For example, if we talk about market research, as we talked today, yes, scratching the surface again, you would have, after this module, we'll have a solid market research for your product, because we'll guide you, by hand with that. Yes, like looking through your market research, the draft, and we can like guide you which areas haven't been covered. Yes, for you to get this one complete and like ready to go. And of course, you can try it absolutely for free. Now we have several options for engaging, yes, with us. First one is the free track. So one module, which is business model development, because we have already talked about customer personas, yes, and all these market researches. So business model development is one of the crucial, cornerstones, yes, of our startup. So for a week, this track is absolutely free, so you can get access to a full step. It packed as the real pro course, but only one little piece of it. Mhm. And of course, if you are very independent and you have self-control and time management, you can pick self-study version. Here you'll get access to all the modules all the way without any restrictions, and go through it by yourself. And if you want tailored guidance, and if you want to be monitored, and if you want to have real life personalized feedback, so the pro course is for you. That's where we work directly and personally with each of you. So you can just study these options on our landing, and I won't bother you again with these ones. It was a pleasure to talk to you today. Thank you very much for typing something in the chat. It was heartwarming because I'm not a big fan of talking to myself. And I see that people are listening. It's precious. So thank you very much. And so we've covered a lot today, here and there, yes, but still a lot. So if you have any questions, you can ask away right now, and we'll make sure you'll leave with the answers you need to move forward. Or if you do not have any questions right now, please feel free to reach out to us later using the information here. Yes, email address is below. So education, it goes to me. So about the platforms, it goes to the guys on the photo. So we're all here for you, and we are real people. We are not AI. Real people with real experiences. So we are ready, and we are waiting for your questions, and we ready to collaborate. So thank you all again for joining today. We hope you found the session valuable and you'll get your artifact. So value proposition. As a reminder, each of you will receive this presentation and a resource bundle shortly after the session. So guys, have a great evening, and thank you very much for joining.